elections, right?
At a recent launch of a publication that focuses on the upcoming municipal elections in South Africa, we caught up with the Deputy Minister of Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs to inquire about the overall preparedness for elections.
There are more than 26.3 million South Africans on our voters' roll now. During the IEC's two open registration weekends, more than 3 million South Africans went to either check their details or amend their details or to register for the first time. Very encouragingly, 1.2 million new registrations took place, 80% of them young people, 30 and under. I think what's also very significant is that we have 200 parties contesting these elections. That is up from 79 in the year 2000. Also, we have 60,000 candidates contesting these elections. So it indicates that South Africans value their democracy, they believe in their democratic processes, they believe in their democratic processes to build a better life.
With any election, concerns always arise around checks and balances to ensure that it is indeed free and fair. Well, South Africa's reputation appears to be solidly intact when it comes to maintaining the integrity of free and fair elections.
South Africa has a very, very robust system of checks and balances in our elections. We must bear in mind that these will be our ninth elections. We've had 5 national and provincial elections. These will be our 4th fully democratic local government elections. All of those elections have been accepted domestically and internationally as free and fair. There are a number of checks and balances that make it extremely difficult to manipulate the system.
Ilona Tip of the Electoral Institute for Sustainable Democracy in Africa spoke to us about the importance of local elections.
Local elections are crucial. Local elections are really democracy at the grassroots level, or that's what they're supposed to be. As I said, they tend to be regarded as a stepchild. So because, you're far more important if you're a member of parliament or perceived to be than if you are a local councillor. The demands on local councillors are far greater because they're in the community itself. And the community gets angry with local councillors if there isn't delivery. Most times you don't even know who your member of parliament is, so that demand is much less. And the importance that that citizens attribute to local councillors as opposed to members of parliament is greater. So I think people who engage at local level are showing a greater commitment in a way.
Judging from statistical information presented here and overall analysis of the expected outcome of this election, the highly contested areas are Nelson Mandela Bay, Tshwane and Johannesburg. While many people here at the conference have pointed out that research findings indicate that the ANC could retain its position in the city of Johannesburg, it's interesting to note that the results of the Ipsos polls points out the opposite, namely that they will lose in South Africa's largest metropolitan, the city of Joburg. It's also interesting to note that DA support and EFF support is on the increase.
I think there will be changes. There certainly will be, profound, I'm not so sure, but there will certainly be shifts. The fact that you've got a party like the EFF that has a lot of support, I think you'll see certain shifts, yes, that you would not have expected to see before.
Overall, it's not easy to predict an election outcome, simply because it's only an estimation based on past trends. The last couple of years have been quite intense politically and economically in South Africa, so anything can happen. Also, the political space is becoming more competitive, according to experts. Nashina Mohammed for Joburg Today.